That is absolutely brilliant meat. Today it's all about steak. I've got Omar and Hannah with me, and we're going to Brajlovic. Hello, hi, how are you?
Hello.
Good day. There's a stuffed wild animal just as you get in. If you're in any doubt that you're supposed to feel like a hunter when you get here. So you get in, right, and there's this whole big meat counter. You see, it's quite different. There's a bunch of stuff here I've never seen in my life. It's not like, I mean, there's this, which is Pljeskavica. Look, you can see that. We actually had this on the show earlier on, but this is a really big one. There's Cevapi. But we're not going to have many of these steaks. We're going to have the actual, like we're here to have, not Bosnian kebabs, but like the kind of big steaks. Hi, this is Mr. Brajlovic, by the way.
Very good.
Right, very famous guy. Tell me about the bear.
Yeah.
Tell me about the bear. So you can see he's a hunter, right? He's killed a bear. I know not everyone here will be a fan of the fact that we have stuffed animals. This is what it is. This is his restaurant. He is a hunter, so he's got his bears here. He's got a leopard behind the man, right? And he's got his counter for all the aged steaks. So let's go have a seat and figure out what to order. Let's go. So we're just sitting here, right? And they brought all the stuff. And we haven't ordered anything yet. We're just sitting here waiting to actually get down there. And Mr. Brajlovic surprised us with his steak. So I guess this looks like a filet mignon. I don't know what this costs because I haven't even looked at the menu yet. Like obviously we're gonna have some of this and we're gonna have some more steak later on. Thank you so much, Mr. Brajlovic. We saw our camera and he was like, let's bring it. And so it is what it is. Omar is excited. He's a bit confused.
Yeah, it's so
but hey, let's start eating. This is a filet mignon. He's cooked it in this butter, right? It's kind of been finished off in the butter. Let's see what it's like. So it's not very rare, right? It's been cooking just in the butter for about 2 minutes, and it was cooked before this slightly. That is absolutely brilliant meat. There's just a bit of seasoning. There's no mustard, there's nothing of that stuff. It's just the meat with a bit of salt and pepper, and the quality of the meat is outrageously good. I'm gonna dip it in some of that amazing sort of butter that he threw over. So this is meat juices and butter and pepper and salt. Look at it dripping there. You can taste the age in the steak. So I think this has been aged just a bit, so it has that sort of meaty flavor you get from the age. It does need extra salt and pepper. I must say, usually whenever I have steaks like this, I do have a bit of mustard with it. But today, with extra pepper, it just gives it a lovely kick. Dig in. Eat.
okay. Let's try.
How is it?
This is
When's the last time you had steak like this?
like never.
Have you ever come to Brajlovic like previously?
Really not.
Never have? And what's the reason for that? Brajlovic?
It's really too expensive, to be
Too
honest.
expensive?
Yes.
How's the meat?
Well, it tastes like delicious, like very delicious.
And usually, how much would you pay for a meal in Bosnia? Like a good meal?
That would cost like 3 to 4 euros, I could say.
3 to 4?
Yeah,
For a piece of steak or just a meal you're having somewhere?
like some kind of lunch. I could.
If you go to a steakhouse anywhere else in Bosnia, what would you pay for a piece of meat?
You could pay probably like 7 to 8 euros.
7 to 8 euros?
Yeah.
And this is basically 5 times the price.
Yeah.
Wow, okay,
Yeah.
so it's a lot more. And why do you think it's so much more expensive?
Maybe because Brajlovic is the brand.
Brajlovic is the brand,
Yes.
the famous guy we've been.
Yeah. Brajlovic
I mean,
is the legend
He
here in
definitely
Star.
has. How to compare with your mom's steak at home?
I don't know right now. I really don't know.
Are you scared your mom's gonna watch and be like, hey?
Yeah, my mom will kill me if I
I mean, look, I've been eating steaks many places. I'm not gonna say it's the best steak I've ever had, but in terms of the quality of the meat, it may just be the best quality meat I've had. We've been around Bosnia, and wherever we've been, it's now the summer, and just green fields everywhere. And a lot of the cows here are sort of, grass-fed, just naturally. So there's no one really with sort of big commercial farming. And so you can actually taste that. You can taste the fact that the beef is just so good. The lamb was also very good, right? It's because the animals is kind of naturally free range. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Mr. Brajlovic just brought me a piece of leg of lamb. We haven't ordered anything yet. We're not supposed to, like, you know, order anything yet, but he's brought a bunch of stuff. So let's get a piece of this lamb. It's got that lovely skin again, which I'm gonna take. Let's just do this.
So, okay.
It's very hot, so I can't even use my hands here. Right. It's a bit of the shoulder. Very hot, very hot. Mr. Brajlovic is a force of nature. He's not allowing us to sit down, relax. He's just bringing the food, and credit to him. Wow. Yesterday we went to Bosnia, and I think you may have seen the episode. If you haven't seen the episode, you should. And we had this, and it was made specially, like, that restaurant just specializes in that, right? But this lamb that I'm having is actually better than the one I had yesterday. That one was very good, but this is actually better. It's not what he specializes in. I'm gonna get a piece of that fat, that lovely fat. Wow. With this fatty crust, which has all salt, it gives the flavoring, because it has the salt and the fat has flavor. And you have it with this meat. This is just totally superb. Wow, so it's interesting that he says, oh my god, all those cameras. It was just, you know, I love that this was just kind of stewing in all of this fat and butter, and that's just gonna be great. Yeah, there we go. This is this is just gonna be superb. Let's go and eat some more of this. We didn't even know we were gonna order none of this stuff. We just came here, and Mr. Brajlovic has just been running up and down. He's not just like running us. He's basically running around the whole restaurant. So here we go. There's this lovely lamb ribs, super hot. Right, I'm gonna dip it in some of the juices. So it's just literally it falls apart. Look at that. You can't even. Workcast has asked me to actually pick one up, but it actually falls apart, so you can't. Right, and I'm just gonna take one of these pieces. All those lamb juices. It's much better than the lamb I just had. This is so much better, and I think it's because it's stewing in that such, right? It's cooking over coals. My word. Hannah is just going in, you know, she's going with her hands. How does it taste?
It's nice.
Look at this. These come out so easily. So easily. All of these. And honestly, you can't even hold this meat. It just falls and falls and falls apart. I'm actually waiting. I've asked them to bring me a teaspoon because I just want to have all of these juices. I mean, I haven't even seasoned this, you know? Got that piece of fat. It's just cooked in its own lamb fat and butter. Truly, truly amazing. Wow. It's not completely melts in your mouth, which actually even makes it better because you get a bit of that texture. My God.
Oh my
There's
god.
more stuff. Okay, so he's brought
Pljeskavica and Cevapi kebab.
Pljeskavica and
Brajlovic is
Cevapi,
the legend.
Very good.
Brajlovic is the legend. Brajlovic is
Čudo
the legend.
neviđeno.
To the neviđeno.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yes.
What does that mean? What does čudo nevido mean?
Mučica, like
Miracle.
miracle. Yeah.
This is Pljeskavica, right? And it's something they do in the Balkans.
Yeah.
They have these kebabs with like all of these cream, you know, which you've seen already on the show. How does this taste compared to normal Pljeskavica you've had?
Honest, this is the best one that I've ever had.
That's the best Pljeskavica you've ever
Yeah.
had. And how? And like you had many, I'm guessing. You had like 50
Yeah.
Pljeskavicas
Yeah.
in your life. I want to know if it's the best Pljeskavica you've ever had.
Bismillah.
Bismillah.
It's good. It's
It's
really
good.
good. Okay, I have to be honest. It's the best. It's the best.
Really?
Really. I think.
What
it's
changed
so-
your mind?
It's so smooth.
So
Yeah.
smooth. So it just came to your mind and poof.
Yeah.
So, my chance to try the Pljeskavica, right?
Is it smooth?
It's flavorful. Like this is mince, right? So you get the flavor of like the fat and the salt and the pepper, and I'm guessing it's probably a bit of either garlic or garlic powder and onion powder. only thing I can compare this to is like a beef patty, right? Because I don't have a lot of Pljeskavica. But this is a really sensational beef patty. Like, I mean, if you could get this and like get 2 of these and put it in a giant burger, it'll be the best burger you probably had in your life. It's unbelievable. I mean, and I think just based off the fact that it hasn't got any secret ingredients, it's the meat.
Yeah.
It's the meat and the way they cooked it.
Actually, you have Pljeskavica burger here as well.
Wow. This is truly sensational. Let's try some of the cevapi all together. And they've, you know, everyone likes cevapi with onions, so they've given us green onions and onions, right?
It's amazing.
I'm gonna have it with some of those onions and cream. Let's go back to you, because I can't rate these things because I don't eat it a lot, but like you have. So you say amazing. How amazing?
Well, first of all, the meat is thicker actually in this one, so which means you can have more fat and more taste inside.
Is it like the best you've had, or is it like up there?
One of the best, I could say.
Where do you normally like to have your cevapi?
Paratovic, yeah.
Paratovic.
It's yeah, in
And is
Old
this
Town.
better than Paratovic?
Close? I
Close.
would say, yeah.
Okay, so you know this is the thing about the Bosnians and cevapi. You know, well, he's actually Turkish, but anyway, he's still loyal to Paratovic. And yourself?
Oh my god. Because I'm Bosnian, I have to eat cevapi with my hand. Because that's the way to eat cevapi.
That's the way
You
to eat
have to
cevapi.
know that, okay? So it's too hot. Oh my god. But that's it.
Where's your favorite place to have cevapi usually?
Mrkva. You do know? Now it's Žilja.
Now it's JLo? So you prefer JLo? Okay.
Yes.
So you like JLo. So is this better than JLo?
50-50.
Yeah. So you're still gonna be loyal to JLo.
Yeah, Žilja
So-
is love.
So you won't come here for the cevapi. You come here
No.
for everything else you've had.
Yes,
for
but
cevapi.
for cevapi, no.
Speechless.
So the thing is, while they've been having their meal, I've been trying to understand just all the food that they brought us, how much it actually costs. And all the meat you've seen us eat so far today is about $120, which, to be honest with you, is expensive, and you would know better as to the price of food in Bosnia. It's probably very. When's the last time you had a meal for $120? Never.
Never. Yeah.
Never.
I could
Never
say
in your whole life in Bosnia. When you go out with like 10 or 15 people and
Okay.
you have a full meal, how much do you pay?
Maybe 200 marks,
Per month, which is about $100.
which is about 130 yen.
But is this like one of the best restaurants meals you've had in your life in Bosnia?
100% the best.
The best. Not one of the best, the best.
The best.
You haven't had a better meal at a restaurant in Bosnia in your whole life.
No.
Wow. You?
I just could say this is one of the best for steak.
This Pljeskavica, by the way, is $10, which is 15 mark. Like, what do you think about that?
This is pretty expensive.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, pretty expensive.
How much of Pljeskavica usually cost you in Sarajevo?
I think it's like around
5 or 7 marks.
yeah.
5 or 7 months. But
Yeah.
would it be this big?
No.
No. Wouldn't be this big. Like, if you were going to come here and be on a budget, you could just get the Pljeskavica. Would you come here just for the Pljeskavica?
Me, no. To be honest, I can have this much good, let's say in the town as well.
So you can have Pljeskavica that's as good as it's elsewhere.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just the steak that you can't get anywhere.
No.
So if you had to come here again, you'll save up and rather come for the steak.
Probably I'll be coming for just steak.
You know what you should do?
What?
You really should come here and eat the lamb,
Yes.
right?
I would come here definitely for steak and lamb. Pljeskavica, cevapi, Želja is love. But
So stay with
this-
Jero pasta.
Yes.
But really, the lamb is amazing, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oof.
You guys should all dig in. We should all just get a piece of this.
Okay.
This has been a lot of fun. Omar, have you enjoyed yourself? What's been the highlight of the afternoon for you?
Steak would be the biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons why I enjoy it the most, I could say.
Okay, cool. And Hannah, have you enjoyed yourself this afternoon?
I'm still enjoying.
You're still
Yeah,
enjoying
really.
yourself. You know, off camera, she said she was still hungry. So why are you still hungry?
I don't know. Because of filming. Sorry guys.
So is
I
it?
love you, but I'm hungry.
Okay, anyway, look, These desserts, I'm just gonna have a bit of it and then tell you how the whole day has been. Very sweet. I'm just tasting them all because we're running out of time. Apple pie is great. Had muzic, right? That's how you say this?
Hurmašica.
Hurmazica. Okay, my favorite is the kadayif, right? The desserts are very good. Look, for $120, let me give you some context. And you know this already because you've been seeing our graphics. The steak was $70, right? So that's quite expensive. And obviously, it's aged and it's rare. You don't kind of get those steaks in many places in Bosnia, so you can see why that's expensive. The lamb was 40 marks, so $28 a kilo. I don't think that's ridiculously expensive. It's what you're kind of gonna pay. If ever you are gonna come to Bosnia, my recommendation is if you're coming to Brajlovic, if you're coming to Brajlovic, have the lamb. It's truly immaculate. The lamb for me was 10 out of 10, right? The whole experience, especially with your guys' company here, 9 out of 10. I don't think it is expensive. I don't think it's ridiculously expensive. If you take that side, like the steak out of it, the rest of the meal was $50, excluding these desserts, which I have no idea what the price is. So $50 for everything else but the steak isn't madly expensive. What a great day. Thank you, Omar. Omar, by the way, is a singer, so we're going to leave you off with a thing. Hannah, you've been fantastic. Wakas, as usual, thank you so much. See you guys in our next episode.
Wait, I didn't wait.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Such a lucky today.
So this pair was hunted by Brajlovic.
All right.